Okay, the Heralds of Khorne's Fury and the actual Herald of Khorne are not technically knights, but that's totally fine. They're still riding juggernauts and will totally count as Khornate heavy cavalry for the sake of this replay. From Slade here, the absolute Giga Chad of memes coming in hot and bloody with Khorne, with the Herald of Khorne, Heralds of Khorne's Fury, backing him up, with some Skull Crushers and the regiment of renowned Skull Crushers, Knights of the Brazen Throne as well. We got the Hounds of the Blood Hunt, also not technically Knights, but close enough. Some actual Chaos Knights and Knights with Lances over on the far side, getting Spirit Leashed currently by Azag the Slaughter up in the sky. For the rest of the Greenskins, some Black Orcs and some Savage Orc, Biggins, Crimson Killers in the center. We've got some Goblin Archers here, Nasty Skulkers with the Smoke Bomb, Squig Hoppers, and Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. Just kind of a pretty bog standard Greenskins build. Maybe not totally bog standard, but still fairly solid overall. These Squig Hoppers are going to push out, try and get a little aggressive against the Hounds, but all this is going to do is expose them. This player, picking the Greenskins against Slade's definitely a pick for sure, but he'll match the aggression with even more aggression here. Gotta love just a heads-up charge. These are actually Skull Crushers, yeah, so the Anti-Large, Locust of Wrath also being popped, put up to 13 melee attack with everything going off there. They need stabbing is going to be popped there as well, but yeah, Herald of Khorne taking some fairly solid damage from Azag, but also holding out quite well. You can see the Knights sweeping up and around, just kind of bypassing some of them. The Lance is getting a little tangled up with the Black Orcs and Savage Orcs there. Technically, again, if we want to get real technical, which, of course, the best kind of correct is technically correct, the Lances, you could change them out for the Axe and Shield variant and just give them some chevrons, and it would actually be strictly better currently, but still absolutely glorious. There's not a lot of reason to keep health bars or any of the unit cards up because this is just a straight-up brawl. I mean, granted, Slade is kind of not necessarily just blundering in blindly. He did attack both flanks pretty successfully and kind of bring a lot of his forces to bear on one area and just crush them pretty decisively. You can see here Nasty Skulkers being removed as a priority target. It's important, even though they're not expensive, just shutting down that Smoke Bomb, that control ability. Definitely something to do, definitely a priority. But let's see here. Crimson Killers yet to be super involved. They're going to get charged down now, and they'll definitely take some damage on the charge, but as soon as they rise from the sands here, they'll hit these Khornate lads pretty hard, and it's pretty hard to tell, honestly, who's on whose side with the red armor of those Crimson Killers. I know Greenskins are not strictly weak to chaos, but Crimson Killers, I feel, would be definitely welcome in any Khorne warband. Absolutely, given their ability to chop some heads. But yeah, Khorne relentless here, just breaking the leadership of all these Greenskins auxiliary support units. Really only the Black Orcs and the Savage Biggins have enough meat to kind of hang around in a melee brawl against this quality of unit. But even then, still, Chaos Knights, Blood Crushers are a lot to handle, particularly the Juggernaut-mounted units, obviously, with armor piercing, but even these Axe and Shield Khorne Knights, pretty solid, but definitely a bloody and brutal battle of heavy iron and steel, burning suns and burning sands, and burning hooves, all the burning here in the desert crater, of course. Herald of Khorne managing to stay alive, which is very important here, as Azag kind of gets hunted down by various threats. That Locust of Wrath, even though Khorne already has lots of melee attack, Locust of Wrath actually maybe a little bit overkill here, considering they're already max hit chance. Hard to say, but certainly because the base hit chance is kind of low, right? It's 35%. Does mean that melee attack buffs, there's sort of a higher ceiling, if you will. That said, again, Khorne units already have a lot of melee attacks, so hard to say how useful of a support ability it actually is, but it's there, and he himself is also sinking some value from those Spirit Leeches, doing some damage. Oh yeah, Chaos Knights just sweeping down from all angles, glorious charges all around. Oh yeah, gotta get in close for these Savage Biggins. Gonna get rear charged. Regiment around Blood Crushers with their dual axes and a very nice charge pose. I don't know, do they even swing the axes? Okay, they do a little bit. Mostly just the Juggernauts attacking, which, you know, fair enough. If I had a Juggernaut to ride, I too would probably let it do most of the work, to be honest. But, yeah, Knights of the Brazen Throne here went to 105 charge with that Murderous Charge. Proc active. Absolutely just massacring those biggins. No question. Balance power still surprisingly close. A lot of that is due to the leadership, the Greenskins. I say leadership being their units, of course. Azag mostly. Still being reasonably healthy, but Azag's gonna go for a last all-in charge. Try and save his Gabo Bro, but Gabo Bro is absolutely dead. He does manage to maybe get the snipe on the Herald. Let's see, will he actually break the leadership before all these Khorne units just close in from behind? Yep, looks like he did actually take the Herald out. But it's going to pay heavy price as Azag gets surrounded and summarily executed by the rest of these Khorne forces. The all-mobility Khorne build, I have to say, from Slade. Definitely went up against the Greenskins build, which definitely had some teeth, for sure. These Black Orcs traded very well across the board and definitely needed even more of them. The Biggins, some of them did okay. One unit more than doubled its value. I guess not quite. They're, what, 900? So, yeah, pretty close. Doubled its value, but the other one kind of got crushed there, quite literally, as looking across the board, Khorne, pretty much most everything pays for itself. Even one of the knights with lances pays for themselves, which is not super typical, but very nice value. I guess some of these really expensive cavalry maybe didn't get quite enough, but overall, very solid. Yeah. The light units for the Greenskins just got swept. I mean, yeah, even still, Squig Hoppers managed to just about pay for themselves. A unit that arguably is overperforming a little bit. Maybe not so much the Hoppers, but the Squig Herds. And, yeah, I mean, Nasty Skulkers, it's a nice idea to have the Smoke Bomb. I just think they're a little bit too expensive for what they give you right now. Really do think Creative Assembly could give Skulkers a little bit of a buff, just a hair. I don't know, in Domination, they're probably still quite strong, and I've been hearing rumors that Greenskins are actually just overall a good faction in Domination, but I would like to see maybe a tiny anti-infantry bonus or other kind of offensive stack given to the Skulkers. They're not so reliant on buffs to actually do anything in melee, but yeah, these other light support units just getting absolutely waffle stomped, just kind of to be expected here by this Khorne build. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you do like this sort of content, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.